Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another weekly market breakdown where we are going to take a look at the NASDAQ, the SNP500, Dow Jones, as well as gold from a technical and a fundamental perspective. If you are new here, please smash that subscribe button as I provide valuable educational content on a daily basis. And I'm also the only person that will answer all of your questions in the comment section below. If you have any questions, just drop them down there as well. So without any further ado, let's go through some of the questions I received on yesterday's video. So let us go back 17, 18, 19, 20 hours, 20 hours. There we go. Pegasus, the name of the airline company in GTA Online, is saying, appreciate the analysis, please add gold to the mix. Yes, gold is added in today's breakdown because I do currencies. If you are a currency trader, go check out yesterday's video. Today we will be doing indices and precious metals, which includes gold there as well. Mr. Motaung is saying, enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much. You should have a beautiful weekend as well. Aswin commented, hi, could you please do a video what happened to Myforexfunds prop firm? So I was actually going to do a video when the news came out, but then because I've spoken to the guy who does the thumbnails for me, so I said, yeah, create a video, create a thumbnail for me when I do a video on Myforexfunds. I need to find out that the news is still fairly fresh, so I didn't want to come out with incorrect information. However, I saw that there was an article published by Yahoo News, and I was also reading through the statement that was released by the investigative people that are investigating them. So I've got enough information now to make a video which will drop probably Tuesday, because there's not much happening in terms of news. So I will do a video on that on Tuesday or Wednesday for you, no problem. Busumzi is saying there is a lot of fear around prop firms now. I would really appreciate your thoughts on the current situation about prop trading. Should we run away? No, I would not suggest that you run away. What I can tell you is basically, you know, those brokers who are not regulated. So if you've ever watched, you know, the videos that I'll fix it about a particular broker in South Africa a while back who got into trouble for, you know, for manipulating price. That is kind of the same situation, but I will explain to you guys exactly why it was Myforexfunds that were targeted, purely based off information that I have received from the website, not the website, but from the horses' mouths themselves. And I will say that with you guys in the video that I will be dropping this week. The inner hustlers traders saying, if I see a change in the short is negative, doesn't that mean they are selling the Dow Jones? I'm a bit confused as to when you know when selling. By the way, thank you for the information. So in terms of the QUAT report, or the Commitment of Traders report, I wouldn't suggest that you rely on the data 100%, because there is a delay in the data. Remember, the data is traded or is placed. These positions are placed by these big institutions on a Tuesday, but then we only get to see the report on a Friday. So by the time we get the report, those positions that had played out a long time ago. So it should be seen as a confluence with whatever strategy it is that you trade, but a confluence of you know, technical, fundamental, retail sentiment, and then the Commitment of Traders report. Also, Kenneth Mbali saying, thank you very much. Can you please add German 30? No problem. I can add the German 30 index to the oh, beautiful. Yes, you see, you guys always right there. I'll do an update. I do still anticipate the market to complete this W formation. I will add it to the watch list, no problem, just to give you guys an update on there. And then Mr. Doomza saying, Hamid, hope you're well. Could you please tell me which books you recommend for psychology and motivation that helps for the journey? It's called there is a book called The Mental Game of Trading, and you can actually find it for free in the YouTube channel. This book over here, have dropped the audiobook for you guys in the there's a free Telegram group that I've had for many years now, so you can just go in there. You'll find it. You'll find the book in there. We've got Mzansi. Yes, there's a lot of comments, but I must say I actually love people asking questions, because it allows me to see how how good I know what I'm talking about. So like that girl on TikTok, more questions. I love questions. So Mzansi Classic is commenting, Mr. Olio, thanks for the update and all the content you provide us. Very much education. May you please send some more information on Myforexfunds or Myforexfunds if you do know, understand it better. Again, I'm going to drop a video on Tuesday or Wednesday, but what I can tell you now, it's got a lot to do with price manipulation and not being regulated or not being a regulated broker. Remember, Myforexfunds has got their own broker, which is called Traders Global Group. This broker is not regulated. And there was also some stuff happening in the back end with how they were manipulating prices so that traders were not able to get in at that particular prices. So I will share that information with you guys on Tuesday or Wednesday. Hi Joe, Donovan Peterson. Hi, are you? Hi, Mr. Rolio. I want to know what type of trader are you? Okay. Hi. Swing or day. Okay, so basically, I do trade swing and day. Well, I day trade and I swing trade, but most of the time I swing trade. For some people, swing trade is not months, but I'll probably say week over week. TDM Noob Vispro saying hi there. Earlier, say if you see a buy on a pair and you see a sell scenario, how do you manage to decide which one you go? You always need to follow the structure. The only time you'll see it's quite difficult to see a buy and a sell unless you can tell me what it is that you were looking for. So remember, we will always we will always sell high and we will buy low. I guess the only time you would probably see so it's quite difficult because if the market's moving, I'll just give you an example. If like in a situation like this, right? What do I see here? I do see a buy because we are trading in bias territory. Remember, you always need to follow the structure of the market, and when the market is trading above resistance, you will always look for buys. If the market is trading below structure, you will always look for sells. That's the easiest way that I can explain it to you. Unless you've got a timestamp of a chart that you were looking at, then I'll be able to give you some more information on that. Yeah, that is it for the questions for today. Let's just go through this. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Beautiful, cool. That's it. So if you have any questions, guys, please make sure that you drop them down in the comment section below. So obviously we did have some the NFP came through on Friday. If you need more information on that, I've made a video yesterday kind of going through that. So the bearish outlook on the dollar index is obviously going to mean good for the stock market this week. As we can see here, the Dow closed more than 100 points higher to kick off September, not its best week since July. It says here the Dow was up on the latest jobs report to conclude a winning week. We see here that the Dow was up 0.33%, the S&P 0.18%, the NASDAQ was up 0.2%, was sharply early in the day. The Dow briefly traded more than 250 points higher. So yeah, we've got the unemployment reports show that unemployment rate ticked higher to 3.8% in August, reaching its highest level in more than in a year. Economists had expected it to remain at 3.5%. Just one thing to be very cautious of when we go through this data, which I'll explain to you guys now. We have got the USD PMI coming through on Wednesday and Thursday. A very slow week for the index. So I've done this breakdown yesterday for the index for you guys. You can have a look at that video that I did yesterday. This was the last breakdown for the NASDAQ that went exactly as anticipated. So what we got here now is a market that has yet to complete this move to the upside, and that is what I'll be looking for the market to do going into the new week. As you can see over here, we are currently trading in very bullish territory. The market had broken below this level of support, came back, tested it as resistance. The market now finally broke above resistance, came back to test it as support. First point of reference is obviously going to be the previous structural level that the market had created that is allocated around this level over here, and then from there we can definitely expect the market to continue higher. But because we are day traders, we are not gonna aim for that high. I do expect the market to continue higher going into the new week there as well. Next up, we've got the SNP500, also ticked higher. The market is yet to complete what's known as an overextended W formation. After an overextended W formation, they expect the market normally to pull back to the left leg after it broken above that. So I do expect this market also to slightly come back a little bit more and then continue higher. So I do expect a slight pullback, maybe some liquidity. No, that's not what I asked for. Maybe some liquidity moves there, and then definitely complete this move to the upside. Next up, we've got the Dow Jones also went exactly as anticipated. Now the Dow Jones is basically looking at the price action. The market had reached the price that we were speaking about the last time. The market also printed this massive impulse. So after an impulse, you expect a correction. If you take your Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see we do have a market that had printed the resistance over here, and this level of resistance now got broken and is acting as a level of support. Then that support is also lining up with the 0.50%, and if you look left, you can see we have structural in that area there as well. I do expect a slight pullback, and then from there I'll give you guys another update, as I do anticipate a continuation to the upside. Next up, we've got gold over here. Gold also went exactly as anticipated. This market is now trading at a very important structural level. Now, if you go slightly left, you can see the market first traded at support, broke below support, created an equal high, acted as a resistance, broke above resistance, tested it as support, broke below support, came back, tested it as resistance, printed this formation over here, then broke above this the resistance, came back, tested it as support. Again, also a very high move to the upside is expected from this market here as well. So I would probably say that we can expect this market to continue higher. We also have a good impulse. So after an impulse, you expect a correction, and if you take your Fibonacci from the high to the low, you can see the market had tapped the 0.382, which is giving us an indication, if this move to the upside starts, that the momentum is quite strong. Next up, we've got the German 30 index. So for this index, as you can see, like I said the last time, the market had printed this W formation. Now a W confirmation is considered a bullish pattern from a technical perspective. The market also printed a massive impulse. After an impulse, you expect a correction before a continuation to the upside. And if you take your Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see that there is a possibility that we can still expect the market to come slightly lower and then complete this liquidity move that it needs to grab there, fill in there as well. So guys, that is it. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section below. I'll be doing another video for you guys explaining the situation there at Myforexfunds, and the reason why I did not want to jump on the bandwagon was because I didn't want to provide incorrect information to you guys. That is it from my side. Thank you for your time, and as always, Visca el Barça. Cheers for ears.